should be
He was
considering
accused of discriminatory hiring
Yes,
practices.
because several people of color were denied opportunities to rent out his apartments. The same ones that submit applications that were white got the apartment, and so it's just a matter of choice, which is what we're saying.
I don't know the
We
details
can't.
of
We,
this
we might not
case.
be able to prove that he discriminated, but we can also say right
might
now, looking at
say-
his cabinet, it's 80% white men. Should we examine that as well? It's not about who has the position. You're right. It's about most qualified. But the fact is that America, which is why there's organizations like the National Association of Black Journalists, because America is a good old boys club where people hire people who they see most often in their communities, who they're most comfortable with. That's something that we understand happens. And naturally, people might be in communities that look like them. And so this is something that's always happened. It's a social phenomenon, not something that you can point to and say, oh, is he the most qualified or
You say
not?
it's majority
But
white.
it's just happening. That's
white
what's
people
real.
are the majority of the country, so it's.
Yeah, but they're not 80% of the country, and so
I don't
and
know,
white
is
men
that
are
what-
not
it doesn't-
80%.
It doesn't need to
So
reflect the exact. I don't
it
care
should
if I don't care.
reflect-
I
it
don't
should-
care if it reflects the demographics whatsoever. It could be 100%.
But
black.
there's
it could be 100%.
There's necessity to
old
have.
Jewish ladies. I don't care.
But there's necessity
I
to
don't
have.
care.
So you and I have different experiences purely based on the fact that we're different races, right? And that's okay or not okay. We both are wholly qualified to sit
Right,
up
but
here
we can have
and
different
have these
experiences for a
dialogues.
million other
But it
reasons,
helps,
too.
right? But it helps. I'm a woman, you're a man.
Right.
It helps
We were
to
born in different places. We
right,
have different-
Detroit, New York.
Right.
It helps to have different experiences. That's the whole point of diversity and inclusion. That's why we need it in this country, because it will bring different ideas and perspectives to the table to help bring the best result forward for the country and be a reflection of the country we live in.
But race is not always a proxy for actually having different experiences. I agree in theory that having different experiences can be an asset. So I'm not that is not a contention I am arguing against. But when you just say, oh, we need to have a certain number of people of a certain race, you assume then the experiences or the backgrounds or the perspectives will be different. I mean, frankly, class is a much bigger issue. If you get, and this is what has happened, for instance, in diversity university admissions, where they go, you try to turn up the dial on whatever, Native Americans or black people or Latino people, but you're just getting more affluent people in those categories. You end up not getting different backgrounds. They're all, trying to be on the water polo team and joining the marching band and padding their resumes with extracurricular activities. You're not actually, and especially if they're all, equally far left liberal people applying to universities, you're not actually getting difference of perspective or difference of ideology or difference of any of those things when you just assume that, more people of a different race automatically means diverse in some way. It's just skin color. Sometimes, I agree with you, sometimes it indicates some kind of different life status or some different perspective, but just assuming that you're accomplishing diversity if you do that is in my view the mistake that liberals make.
But also, you're just going to pick and choose an internal review in Chicago. You can do a review on your own office. Like, it could be with women. It could be, like, we're talking about a lot of women's rights that are on the ballot and have been for the last few years. Shouldn't women have a say in that conversation? Like, these are all different dialogues that we're having about President Trump and his executive orders and who they affect and people. And he's pointing,
Everything
he's
affects
casting
everyone. I don't like weaponizing identity and that
stone.
only women can care about this, only some minority can bear that. It's all policy, affects us all. We all get a vote. We all have a say.
Okay, all policy doesn't affect everyone all the time.
Well, it's not like abortion which is not, frankly, an issue that I'm particularly invested in or have really strong views myself. But it gets, put forth as some women issue, like only women can have some opinion on it. Well, from the conservative pro-life perspective, it's a child being murdered. I get to have an opinion on that.
When we see a Congress full of men making that decision and women are sitting back like, oh, do I have a choice? That's problematic. You have to agree. That's not diversity of thought.
No,
when
I
we
don't
see
care at
all
all.
of one type of person sitting there having a conversation about a woman.
I don't care at all.
All right, Nancy Mace is using her naked image taken without her consent to advocate for voyeurism legislation. We'll discuss that next.
What?